In a world where attention is currency and connection is power, we often underestimate the transformative force of one simple habit: intentional conversation. 4 conversations weekly. That's it. Not 4 business pitches, not 4 sales calls. 4 genuine, focused human conversations. The kind that go beyond surface-level small talk. Conversations where ideas are exchanged, experiences are shared, and mutual respect is built. Now imagine what happens when you commit to this habit. Every week, week after week. Over time, your network stops being just a list of names and starts becoming a living ecosystem of opportunity, insight, and influence. And this isn't about networking the old-fashioned way. This is about relationship architecture, designing a network that elevates your thinking, expands your vision, and moves your mission forward. Think about it. One conversation can unlock an idea you never thought of. Another can introduce you to someone who shifts your career. A third might validate something you were doubting. The fourth? It might simply remind you that you're not alone in the hustle. When you multiply that across months and years, you're not just building a network, and you're building legacy. And you don't need hundreds of thousands of followers to do it. You need depth, you need consistency, and you need the courage to reach out, to listen deeply, and to stay present. Because real connection isn't built on algorithms, it's built on authenticity. The truth is, most people get networking wrong. They treat it as a transaction, a superficial exchange of pleasantries designed to extract something. But here's the secret. Relationships don't thrive on exchanges. They thrive on generosity. When you approach conversations not from the perspective of what you can get, but what you can give. When you show up with a heart open to genuinely understand and support the other person, you change the dynamic entirely. Conversations become more than just words. They become seeds for something larger, something more meaningful. And the beauty of it is, you don't need to be perfect at it. You don't need to have all the answers, or even a specific agenda. All you need is an openness to listen, a willingness to share, and the ability to hold space for someone else's story. Now, let's break this down even further. Think about the conversations you're having now. How many of them are meaningful? How many of them move you forward both personally and professionally? If the answer is not many, it's time to reconsider. We live in an era where we have access to more people than ever before. Social media, email, even just the people in your local community want all of these present opportunities. And yet so often we overlook them. We scroll past the names, we skim over the messages, and we never stop to truly connect. But what if you started seeing every person you come into contact with as a potential doorway? What if you began seeing conversations not as a means to an end, but as a tool for opening doors to possibilities you never imagined? Picture this: 4 conversations a week. 4 opportunities to introduce yourself to new ideas, new perspectives, and new opportunities. 4 times to reach out and show someone that you value them, that you are interested in their thoughts, their experiences. 4 moments to enrich your own world and theirs. Do you think 4 conversations can make a difference? The answer is yes, and it's not even about quantity. It's about quality. It's about the depth of connection you're creating in each interaction. So, what does this look like in action? Let's take a simple example. Imagine reaching out to a former colleague you haven't spoken to in a while, not with the intention of asking for something, but simply to catch up, to hear what they're up to share where you are in life, to exchange perspectives. Maybe they're working on a project that excites you. Maybe they know someone who could help you take your work to the next level. Or maybe, just maybe, they'll offer insight that sparks something in you that you never thought about. A small conversation, a seemingly insignificant moment, and yet in that brief interaction a ripple is created, a ripple that could echo in ways you can't yet see. Now imagine doing that 4 times a week, a conversation with a mentor, one with a peer, another with someone you've just met. And the 4th could be a casual chat with a neighbor or friend, but still there's depth to it, a genuine connection. Each conversation strengthens the fabric of your network, and your network becomes an extension of yourself, a powerful tool for growth. A network isn't just about numbers, but about the quality of the relationships you nurture. And by committing to 4 meaningful conversations a week, you start building those relationships with purpose. And here's the key. It's not about trying to network with everyone. It's about finding people who align with your values, with your goals, and with your ambitions. You're not seeking to expand your circle for the sake of numbers. You're seeking connection. And those connections will lead you to the people who matter most. Maybe it's someone who shares your entrepreneurial vision. Maybe it's a creative partner who helps bring your ideas to life. Or perhaps it's a mentor who helps guide you in a way that opens your eyes to new possibilities. The point is that every conversation has the potential to transform the trajectory of your life, even in ways you may not fully understand in the moment. So why 4? Why not 3 or 5? The number isn't arbitrary, it's a manageable number. It's a number that invites consistency but doesn't overwhelm. 4 conversations a week means you're touching base with people regularly. It means you're constantly challenging yourself to step outside of your comfort zone, to make the time for connection, even when life gets busy. It's enough to build momentum, but not so much that it becomes a task. And over time, as those conversations accumulate, you'll begin to see the shifts. You'll notice the doors opening, the relationships deepening, and the opportunities multiplying in ways that feel effortless. The beautiful part is that these conversations don't always have to be formal. They can take many shapes and forms. A text message asking someone how their week is going, a phone call to offer support, a brief exchange over coffee to exchange ideas. These interactions don't require grand plans or preparation. They simply require intention. The intention to connect, the intention to listen, and the intention to show up as you are, without pretense or hidden agendas. When you show up authentically in your conversations, people respond to that. They feel seen, they feel valued. And when you create that environment of trust, you're not just networking, you're creating real, meaningful relationships. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's easy to forget the power of human connection. We get caught up in the hustle, in the noise of social media and emails and to-do lists. But if you step back and really think about it, it's the people we meet, the conversations we have, and the relationships we build that truly shape our lives. And it all starts with 4 conversations. It's the first step toward shifting your world, the first step toward connecting in a deeper way, and the first step toward manifesting the future you want. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how many people you know. It's about how deeply you know them, how well you support one another, and how much you can help each other grow. The quality of your network will determine the quality of your life. And the best part is, you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to start. All you need to do is begin with 4 conversations this week. Just 4. And from there, you'll start seeing everything change. As you begin this simple yet powerful habit of engaging in 4 meaningful conversations each week, you may find yourself amazed at how quickly things begin to shift in your life. At first, it may feel like a small effort, but in time, these interactions will become the foundation of a network that is both deeply personal and profoundly impactful. Relationships built on genuine connection rather than transactional motives tend to endure, and that's what sets this approach apart from traditional networking. One of the most incredible things about this habit is that it's not just about what you can gain, but what you can give. The more you engage in these conversations with a mindset of adding value, the more you will receive in return, not necessarily in the form of immediate rewards, but in the form of trust, respect, and opportunities that will present themselves down the road. By nurturing relationships with the right people, you will naturally position yourself within circles of influence, access to new ideas, and growth opportunities. The beauty of the 4 conversations weekly rule lies in its simplicity. It doesn't require fancy techniques or complicated strategies. It's simply about being present, actively listening, and showing that you care. People want to be seen. They want to feel heard. They want to know that they matter. When you genuinely listen and offer support, you begin to create bonds that go beyond the surface level, which is where the magic happens. Imagine for a moment the ripple effect that could occur if more people embrace this practice. Think about the exponential impact it could have. If everyone made the effort to engage in 4 meaningful conversations each week, it wouldn't just transform the individual. It would transform entire communities, industries, and even the world. In a world that sometimes feels disconnected, conversations have the power to bridge gaps, dissolve barriers, and create relationships that transcend geographic and cultural boundaries. By focusing on connecting with others on a deep level, you contribute to the kind of world you want to live in, a world of collaboration, understanding, and mutual growth. When you actively build your network in this way, you're not just increasing your opportunities for success. You're also enriching your life in ways that are hard to quantify. The emotional fulfillment that comes from meaningful connections is unparalleled. The confidence that comes from knowing you are genuinely surrounded by people who support you and have your best interests at heart is priceless. And as you continue this journey of building authentic relationships, you will begin to notice that your life becomes more aligned with your goals and values, both professionally and personally. So remember, 4 conversations a week. It's a manageable goal. It's a sustainable practice. And over time, the results speak for themselves. By dedicating just a small portion of your time each week to reaching out, listening, and supporting others, you will build a network that not only propels your career forward but also enhances your sense of belonging and purpose. Relationships are the foundation of success in any area of life, and it's the quality of those relationships that truly matter. What's more, this process is iterative. As you continue to make these connections and invest in them, you will find that your network grows organically. You will begin to meet new people through your existing connections, and opportunities will start to surface in places you never expected. And the best part is, it doesn't require you to be an expert in socializing or networking. It just requires a commitment to showing up and offering genuine support. The incredible thing about this approach is its flexibility. You can adapt it to your life, no matter your schedule or preferences. Whether you're an introvert who prefers quieter one-on-one conversations or an extrovert who thrives in group settings, there's room for you to make this practice your own. The key is to be intentional, authentic, and open to learning from those around you. The world is full of amazing people with diverse perspectives, experiences, and ideas, and by engaging with them on a deeper level, you're bound to expand your own worldview and enrich your personal and professional growth. In the end, it all comes down to this. The quality of your network is directly proportional to the quality of your life. Relationships shape the opportunities you encounter, the success you achieve, and the support system you rely on when challenges arise. And it all starts with 4 conversations a week. 4 small interactions that, over time, have the power to transform everything. Don't wait. Begin today, and watch as your life and your network evolve in ways you never thought possible. 4 conversations a week, that's all it takes. And the ripple effect of those connections will ripple through your life, opening doors, creating opportunities, and ultimately leading you to the future you've always dreamed of. As you dive deeper into this practice, you'll start to notice something remarkable. The ripple effect of these conversations will begin to transform your mindset. You'll realize that each person you speak to, each connection you forge, holds the key to unlocking something new in your world. The beauty of this process is that it's not just about business or success. It's about expanding your vision, breaking through the walls of your own limitations, and realizing that every conversation is an opportunity for growth. Think about the times in your life when a simple conversation shifted your perspective, opened your eyes to new possibilities, or introduced you to an idea that changed the course of your path. Perhaps it was a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger who shared a thought that resonated with you in such a deep way that it altered the way you see the world. What if you could experience that transformative power consistently, on a weekly basis, by simply showing up and engaging in meaningful conversations? This is the gift that you're giving yourself by committing to the 4 conversations weekly principle. Each time you engage in one of these conversations, you are sowing the seeds for personal transformation. These exchanges are not one-sided. They are an opportunity for you to learn, grow, and evolve. You may not realize it in the moment, but every conversation you engage in adds value to your life in ways you can't always quantify right away. Sometimes it's the subtle shifts in your thinking that have the biggest impact, and other times it's the direct insights that ignite something within you, but the effect is always present, always valuable. This practice also helps you build resilience in your personal and professional life. Every conversation brings with it a chance to test your communication skills, develop empathy, and practice active listening. These are all fundamental traits that will serve you in all areas of life. The ability to connect with others, understand their perspectives, and engage in meaningful dialogue is a skill that transcends career success. It impacts your relationships, your ability to lead, your problem-solving capabilities, and your overall approach to life's challenges. Imagine this. If you make it a habit to engage in just 4 conversations a week, over time, you'll begin to see an astonishing transformation in your ability to influence and lead. You'll develop stronger emotional intelligence, better understanding of people's needs and desires, and a heightened awareness of the opportunities around you. This is the quiet power of meaningful conversations. It's not the loud, brash approach that demands attention. It's the subtle, profound impact of a well-timed, thoughtful exchange. As your network grows, you'll also begin to attract opportunities that you may have never thought possible. You'll find yourself invited to meetings, collaborations, and events because of the trust and rapport you've built with others. These opportunities won't come to you because of your technical expertise alone, but because of the relationships you've cultivated through consistent, intentional conversations. People gravitate towards those who make them feel heard, understood, and valued, and you'll soon realize that this is the cornerstone of lasting success. But there's more to this process than just opportunities for external success. These conversations will begin to shape who you are at your core. You'll find yourself growing as a person, expanding your horizons and developing a sense of purpose and fulfillment that cannot be found in the pursuit of material gains alone. Relationships, when nurtured with authenticity and care, bring a deep sense of joy and meaning to our lives. The connections you forge through your conversations will nourish you in ways that go beyond the transactional. They will become a source of strength and inspiration that you can rely on through life's challenges. In addition, the more you embrace this practice, the more you'll begin to realize that it's not just about talking to people you already know or those within your immediate circle. This is about reaching out, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and connecting with people who offer new perspectives. By exposing yourself to a wider variety of ideas and experiences, you'll find that your world becomes larger, more vibrant, and full of possibility. This is the magic of conversations. They connect us to a vast network of experiences, and through them, we can tap into a broader understanding of the world around us. This practice doesn't just change your present, it shapes your future. The network you build, the relationships you cultivate, and the insights you gain will lay the foundation for everything you do going forward. Each conversation has the potential to alter the trajectory of your life in ways you cannot yet foresee. And in a world where opportunities often come down to who you know rather than what you know, the power of conversation is more important than ever. It's a long game. And while it may seem like a small, incremental effort, the compounded effects over time will be nothing short of extraordinary. The more you commit to engaging in 4 thoughtful conversations each week, the more you will see your life evolve in ways that are aligned with your deepest desires and ambitions. Opportunities will arise, connections will deepen, and your network will become an invaluable resource that propels you forward in every aspect of your life. At the end of the day, it's about the legacy you create, the relationships you foster. Through meaningful conversations are the ones that will stand the test of time. These are the connections that will support you, challenge you, and help you grow into the best version of yourself. So if you're ready to embark on this journey, make the decision today. Start by committing to 4 conversations a week. Watch as your network expands, your opportunities multiply, and your life transforms before your eyes. The power of 4 conversations weekly is not just in the conversations themselves, but in the person you become by consistently showing up and engaging with the world around you. This small, simple practice has the power to change everything. And it all starts with a conversation. As you continue this journey, you will notice that the quality of your conversations will evolve. Initially, the conversations may be surface level or transactional, but over time, as you build confidence and deepen your connections, they will become more meaningful and impactful. You will start to speak with more intention, listening not just to respond but to understand. You will engage with empathy, seeking to genuinely connect with the other person and learn from their experiences. It's in these deeper exchanges where real transformation happens. The richness of these conversations will not only expand your network, but also help you refine your own thinking. As you share ideas and challenge each other's perspectives, you will sharpen your own thoughts and beliefs. You will be pushed to think critically, to question assumptions, and to approach problems from new angles. Each conversation becomes a two-way street, where both parties benefit and grow. This exchange of ideas and knowledge creates a powerful synergy, one that accelerates both personal and professional growth. Furthermore, this habit of having 4 conversations a week fosters a continuous cycle of learning and development. As you meet new people, you will encounter new ideas, new industries, and new ways of thinking that you may have never considered before. This influx of diverse perspectives will broaden your understanding of the world and fuel your curiosity. You'll become more adaptable, more open-minded, and more confident in your ability to navigate an ever-changing world. Every conversation is an opportunity to stretch your intellectual boundaries and discover new avenues for growth. In the professional sphere, this practice will start to pay off in tangible ways. You will begin to see how the relationships you build through these conversations translate into opportunities for collaboration, innovation, and even career advancement. Colleagues, mentors, and clients will come to recognize you as someone who is not only skilled in your field, but also a strong communicator and a trusted ally. This reputation will open doors for you, whether it's through job offers, partnerships, or business opportunities. Your ability to connect with others will become one of your most valuable assets. As you continue to engage in these conversations, you will also start to notice a shift in the way you approach challenges. By consistently talking to others and gaining their insights, you will develop a greater sense of resilience and resourcefulness. When faced with obstacles, you will have a broader network of people to turn to for advice, support, or collaboration. Your network will become a source of strength, a wellspring of ideas and solutions that you can draw upon in times of need. This collective wisdom built over time through your conversations will give you the tools to tackle even the most daunting challenges. Moreover, these conversations will nurture your emotional intelligence, helping you build stronger, more meaningful relationships both personally and professionally. You will become more attuned to the emotions of others, better able to navigate conflicts, and more adept at building rapport with people from diverse backgrounds. Your ability to connect on a deeper level with others will not only strengthen your network, but will also enhance your overall well-being. Positive, supportive relationships are fundamental to a fulfilling life, and by prioritizing these conversations, you are cultivating a network of people who will uplift and inspire you. It's important to remember that the value of these conversations is not necessarily measured by the immediate outcomes. While it's natural to seek tangible benefits, like a new job opportunity or a business deal, the true value lies in the long-term accumulation of relationships, experiences, and knowledge. The compound effect of these conversations will manifest in ways that may not be immediately apparent but will become clear over time. Just as small daily actions accumulate to create significant results, the connections you build through consistent conversation will pay off in ways you cannot fully predict or control. As you continue to commit to 4 conversations a week, you will find that this practice becomes second nature. You'll look forward to these exchanges, seeing them not as tasks to be checked off, but as opportunities for personal and professional growth. You'll start to recognize the power in every conversation, the potential for learning in every interaction. You will become someone who thrives on connection, who actively seeks out new conversations and relationships because you understand how valuable they are to your journey. In summary, the practice of engaging in 4 meaningful conversations a week has the potential to radically transform your life. It will expand your network, enhance your personal and professional growth, and help you become a more empathetic and effective communicator. The more you commit to this habit, the more you will unlock new opportunities, insights, and relationships that will propel you toward your goals. The power of conversation is not to be underestimated. It is, after all, through our conversations that we connect, learn, and grow. So, take the first step today. Reach out to someone you've been meaning to connect with, or start a conversation with someone new. It doesn't have to be a long or complicated exchange. It just needs to be genuine. By making the conscious decision to have 4 conversations a week, you are investing in your future. You are creating a network of support, opportunity, and growth that will serve you for years to come. Embrace the power of conversation and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. In conclusion, committing to 4 meaningful conversations each week has the power to reshape your life in ways that may seem subtle at first, but will accumulate over time to yield remarkable transformations. Each conversation, whether with a colleague, mentor, peer, or even someone new, builds a bridge to new knowledge, new perspectives, and new opportunities. This simple but powerful habit fosters growth not only in your professional life, but also in your personal journey, helping you become more empathetic, resilient, and connected to others. The true value of these conversations lies not in the immediate outcomes, but in the long-term effects they generate. Each conversation opens up doors to new opportunities, new collaborations, and new insights that can propel you forward. Over time, as you engage with diverse individuals, your understanding of the world expands, your network strengthens, and your sense of purpose grows clearer. You will begin to see patterns, connect dots, and recognize opportunities where you once saw challenges or obstacles. Moreover, the act of speaking with others fosters emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and communication skills that are invaluable in both personal and professional settings. As you build and nurture relationships through regular, meaningful conversations, you'll also cultivate trust, respect, and mutual support. This creates a foundation for long-lasting partnerships and friendships that can enhance your well-being and provide the emotional resilience you need to navigate life's challenges. What's most powerful about this practice is its cumulative effect. The small, consistent actions you take each week, initiating conversations, listening actively, and sharing ideas, will compound over time, creating a vast network of relationships and experiences that you can lean on throughout your life. As you make this a habit, it becomes part of your identity, a core practice that fuels your personal and professional growth. So whether you're looking to expand your professional network, strengthen your relationships, or enhance your understanding of the world, remember this: 4 conversations a week is all it takes. Start today and watch as this small commitment begins to transform your life, 1 conversation at a time. You have the power to shape your future, and the first step is as simple as saying hello and engaging with those around you. Through these connections, your network, your wisdom, and your opportunities will grow exponentially.